Seamus had me laughing so much in our animal communication session. And it was so much fun because not only was Seamus an absolute riot, but Mom, the way that they almost played off of each other had me laughing. Mom was equally as funny. One of the first things Seamus told me was that he's like, I wasn't the most obedient dog. And then he wanted to talk about when he was a puppy. And Mom's like, oh, she said triplets would have been easier than Seamus when he was a puppy. Seamus was an older dog when he passed away. If I'm remembering correctly, I think he was like 14 years old. And he still said that was too early. He had such a love of life and such a love for family that even 14 was too early. He made it very clear to me when he passed. He's like, my body was failing me, but I was not ready. This is a dog who loved life. And one thing he did mention about being a puppy was how welcoming his family was. It's like they rolled out the red carpet. Everything was about Seamus. And at that point in time, there were more people living in their home. They had another dog. And he said the way my family welcomed me into the group, it was busy, it was fun, and it was the best family. Now, Seamus is in spirit, but there is another dog who lives in the home, who's still here in physical form, named Poppy. And Seamus said, Mom loves Poppy, but not as much as she loves me. And Mom said, yeah, I really want to talk about that. I have a lot of guilt around that. And let me just tell you, I hear that a lot. I talk to a lot of people who feel guilt because they don't have the connection with the other dog in their home or their new dog or cat that they had with their animal or their soul animal or their pet who's passed away. And here's the thing, you don't have to have that same relationship. It can be enough to give that animal love, to give them food and water, and you can like them a lot. And it doesn't have to be the same exact kind of love or the same relationship. So I really want to talk about that more because people put so much pressure on themselves and they feel so much guilt for not having the connection and the love that they had for their animal who has passed away. And Seamus was showing me road trips with Mom and where he sat and what he loved about the road trips. But Mom is still taking some road trips. And he said to me to tell Mom, I know you listen to podcasts, but if you ever play music on a road trip, I'm going to speak to you through the lyrics of the music. I thought that was really beautiful. That was one I had never heard before. But Seamus is still very much in Mom's heart and still very much around the home, watching everything that goes on. And it's funny because at the end of the session, I said to Mom, do you want me to ask Poppy a couple of questions? Because Poppy's the dog that still lives there. She's like, yeah. She's like, the energy's very different. I'm like, okay. So when I went from talking to Seamus to Poppy, I mean, the energy was so different. I mean, I felt like I came down a million notches to talk to Poppy, who's a little quieter. Her energy's very different, but wow, what a jump. I mean, Seamus, high